everybody. Welcome to Life in Numerology. I am so sorry I'm a little late, but I've been having dental work done, and I've been on some medication for about a week because I had a dentist appointment last Thursday. I have another dentist appointment tomorrow. But today my face was really swollen, and so I've been working on it all day. I managed to get the swelling down for the most part. And now I just look like, you know, chipmunk. But I managed to get the swelling down, but not the soreness. So I tried to put some makeup on. I just didn't even feel like putting my lashes on. So you guys are seeing me full on tonight with no lashes. The real me. Don't even know what to say about that. But I thought that I would at least start with you guys. And hey Robin, hey Amber. I thought that I would at least start you guys off with I want to give you some full descriptions of the numbers and how all the different definitions that I have for them. So I think I'll be able to get through 1 through 3 tonight. We can just see how that goes. Man, I am so glad that I did most of my I did all of my recordings before this happened. All of my recordings for readings at the round table. It's just been a really weird day. I mean, and we've got the equinox tomorrow, the fall equinox. So this is just bizarre. It's just really bizarre, don't you think? You guys are so sweet. I love that. Thank you, Catlin. So, I want to just get some definitions in for you guys so that I don't leave you guys hanging. Because I just think numbers are so important. So I want to start with 1. We're going to loop back around to 0. So don't think that I'm leaving 0 out, because I'm not. So 1. And those of you that have emailed me and I've sent you out my definitions of what I hand out in class, I do hand out the I do a big handout, but I also leave a lot of room so that you can put your own interpretations on there, so that you can put your own definitions, or what those things that I'm telling you, what it means to you. So, wow, I have a lot of cat hair on my shirt. Really shows up well on the screen. Wonder who that came from. Yeah. So, hey, Veronica. So I think that, if you guys are still wanting, if anybody wants these handouts that give you a good jumping off place as it relates to the definitions of these numbers or the explanations of these numbers, please email me at metaphysicalroundtable@gmail.com and I will happily send them out to you. Okay? That'll be awesome. Okay, so, the number 1. Did you get them, Julie? Did I send them to you? And you have to email me, because I'll forget. If you're in the chat, I'll forget to send them. So you have to email me, and that's the reminder. But I wasn't sure who I had sent them out to you. Oh, you emailed me, Julie. Hey. Okay, so just email me, and all you have to do is say numerology handouts, and I'm in. By the way, if any of you had asked me for the copy of the Healing Color Dictionary, I think I'm just going to go ahead and send them out. Because we can't find any information about it's a really old pamphlet. It's not even a real book. So we can't find any information about it. So I'm going to go ahead and send that out too. So, okay. So one is a very special number because it really is the beginning. It's the genesis, right? It is just the epitome of a start. It's the initiative. It's showing or exuding independence. It's receiving inspirational ideas, and I say receiving because I was talking to a client today actually, and they were saying that there's a difference. Like, we were talking about different interpretations, and she was like, yeah, there's a difference between hearing and receiving. And she said she had started talking to her students and saying, do you receive this? And I've heard ministers say that. Have you guys heard that? Like, where they say, do you receive this? It's not do you hear it, it's do you receive it. So that's an interesting one. But it's receiving inspirational ideas, taking leadership, using resourcefulness, getting creative with ideas that are coming into you, um, discovering confidence in yourself. This is definitely a time to discover confidence in yourself. So if you're going through a 1 month, or if you are a one person, this is a time to really discover confidence in yourself. It's also taking a fresh look or at like things that you've put on the shelf, like dreams or ideas that you've put on the shelf, breathing new life into those dreams and ideas. You know, Um, and sometimes we put things on the shelf and then we come back and we re-examine them. And when we're in a 1 month, when it lines up with our numerology and we're in a 1 month, we do need to re-examine sometimes ideas or projects or thoughts and get a new perspective. Um, it, this is so important about one. Hey, Gretchen. This is so important about one is that you have to, this one is the first step. It's the first step to move forward. It's the first step to just say, okay, all right, I'm going for this. I'm doing it, and we're just headed out. Um, one is a very masculine number. It's the yang. It's, it, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the masculine. It also, one sees a lot of potential in things. It also has a lot of potential. So the shadow effects, and I don't want to, Mouse, can you lay down? You're just like leaving hair all over me, baby. I mean, why did I wear black? So the shadow effects of this, and everything has a shadow effect, right? Everything should have a shadow. Like, we all should be embracing our shadows. Um, like, Mouse just left all of his hair on my papers as well as my shirt. Wow, I'm going to get a lot of comments in the repeats on this. So, the shadow effects. If something goes wrong with a one, if they're in a bad space, if they're not in alignment, they tend to isolate. They get really insecure. They have a lot of doubt. But they can also, like, take that in and be selfish with it. And in selfishness or in isolation, they can get lazy. Also, think about when we feel insecure or when we feel doubt about something, it sometimes sets our tempers off, right? It can be very frustrating, and it'll set our temper off. So they can also exhibit what some people may think is aggressive behavior. Not really, though. It's just part of their shadow side. And they can lead with the ego, but there's several numbers that can do that. So, one, people are destined to attain their goals through dedication, perseverance, and unceasing conscientious hard work. One of my numerology teachers told me that, like, umpteen years ago. And I just, yeah, I love that. The lesson of the one is to push through insecurities and doubt while developing confidence in one's own brilliance. That's the lesson of a life path one. So it also gives them there's a little, I guess, affirmation. I am inspiration. I fearlessly direct my creative ideas, and my creativity into action. So, of course, life isn't going to give you lemons without teaching you how to make lemonade, right? That's what I feel like the shadow effects are, and the lessons that we have to learn in each number. And it really does apply when our life path numbers are experiencing that period of time, when we're going through that vibration, like in our, hang on, when we're going through that vibrational feel in our own, like, in our own years, in our own months. And of course everybody has like the same day number, but I feel like when each of the numbers are going through a one, we should sit back and think, how can I push through these insecurities and doubts? How can I develop my confidence? Because we're all brilliant, right? We're all brilliant, and we're all gifted. It's just that some of us ignore it for a long time. I know. So that's the one. I'm definitely going to make it through 3, but y'all, everything is like, I've been doing so much work to my face today just to get the swelling down. And it's just like, now the swelling's gone down and it's just painful. So it's okay. I have another dentist appointment tomorrow. I'm just trying not to cancel like all of my shows. Oh, yes. Hey, Kelsey. Y'all, I think Kelsey is having surgery tomorrow. Is that correct, Kelsey? Because I have you on a list. So, I just want to make sure, because I got candles, and I got even more candles in. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Dragon's Blood candle. Love these candles. They smell so good. I mean, they're expensive, but they're worth every penny. These smell so good. Okay, so 2. Let's talk about the number 2. So everybody knows 2 is a pair, right? It's a couple. It's and it is that, but it's so much more. 2 is all about relationships. It is about couples, but it's about relationships, romantic, business, associates, friends, partnerships of any kind. It's about balance. It's about harmony. But it's also about unity, and like unity in each other, with the community, family, work, any kind of group that you're a part of. It's about unity. Oh, Kelsey, well, I'm so glad. So that means everything went well. I've had a candle lit for you for several days, so this is going good. Okay, so unity. This is really important to remember because it's love. Sorry, here comes the cat. Come on. Okay, are you just going to lay there? Can you get your tail out of the way? Come on. Okay. He's just going to lay right in front of me. Mouse. Okay, come on. It's all right, baby. What's got you so jittery tonight? He's just super needy tonight. Maybe he heard me talking to the vet about getting him. Okay, so 2 is about the love that we should have for our community. Maybe he is trying to heal me because they have been clingy to me all day while I've been doing this, you know. Um, so we really need to make sure that we are loving each other, our community, family, work, groups. It doesn't mean that we necessarily have to like them. I just want to point that out. There's a total difference between liking someone, supporting what they say or do, and saying, okay, dude, I love you, but, oh, Kelsey, I'm so sorry, but everything's okay now? Hope it was good. Um, so 2 is also about cooperation because 2 loves harmony. 2 loves balance. It's like Libras, they really love balance. Everything needs to balance. Um, they're very diplomatic, so that's why they're so cooperative. They usually have a very open heart. They enjoy making soul connections. So again, if your business has a 2 vibration, like a 2 vibration on the address, this is a good place to make soul connections. It's a good place for community. Um, and if you're wanting a place where your family, your family thinks is the hangout, or your kids' friends think is the hangout, then make sure your address is a 2 vibration. I know. It's fun. I don't really know if I want that though. Oh, I mean, I kind of do, but oh my gosh. Um, so this is the time to learn how to maintain your individuality even when you're a part of a group or a couple. It's a companion to 1. This is the feminine. This is all the law of attraction. This is the 1 is the spark of, like, the start of something. The 2 is the gestation period. So when I'm talking about people's monthly numerology and I'm saying, okay, you're in a 1 month or you're in a 2 month, then 1 month may mean where you have like all the ideas and you have all the inspiration and you write them down and you collect it. And 2 may be the gestation period where you really think about it and you really put all of those ideas like in an organized fashion. And then 3 is the time where you talk about it, and 4 is the time where you build it. Do you see? You see how the progression can go? So, but the law of attraction is an important component of a 2 because they can draw it in. They can definitely bring in what is needed. All right. The shadow effects of 2. This is very interesting. Sacrificing the self when becoming part of a unit, like a couple or a group, places others above themselves. They're very indecisive. They can be oversensitive. They can be timid or seem timid. They can be tactless. They can have a tendency to become the martyr or just take on that role. And they also can have a victim mentality. This is not everybody, you understand. But when you're feeling the vibration of a 2, whether it's your life path, your monthly, the number that you're in, the day or your year, like this year is a 6 year. So we're feeling a lot of like harmony. Everybody's wanting harmony. Everybody's wanting balance. So, and even in some of more of my like groups that I see online, I have all of these friends, and it's just like in my family. that I feel like I deal with the Hatfields and the McCoys, where I mean, you know, it is literally the right side of the political force and the left side. And some of these people can be extreme. But all of them this year have just been like, I'm really getting tired of this. There has to be a middle ground. And I was like, more and more of them are saying that. Okay, it's not everybody. There's still a bunch of loudmouths out there, right? But more and more, I'm hearing people say, okay, I kind of get why they did that. Okay, I understand why they did that. But there has to be a middle ground. There has to be a middle ground. This is a 6th year. It is about harmony. It is about like that balance. It is about as above, so below. So we're all under that umbrella, that vibration of a 6. So when we're all under that vibration of a 2, think about like how things shake out. And like think about the last 2 year we had. 2018. 2018 was an 11-2 year. So think about that. And think about how that vibration felt. Hey, Courtney, how are you? I know, Catlin. You note to self, don't have a 2 in the address. Yeah. So, so that's just an interesting way to look at it when we look at the vibration of these numbers. So, 2 people are destined to seek out happiness and harmony, placing more importance on love, friendship, and security than on power or financial success. Sounds about right, doesn't it? Okay, the lesson of the 2, and I already kind of covered it in the sort of definition. The lesson of the 2 is, how do we cooperate, love, connect, and open our hearts without losing ourselves? So here's the affirmation for 2 people, okay? With an open heart, I joyously receive and offer infinite love. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, I have a note on here to myself to remind people that are watching this in the reruns, like watching this after it's over. Yes, you can still email me at Metaphysical Round Table and get the handouts for this, even if it's a year later. Because someone started watching it and they were like, is it too late for me? Oh, no, it's not too late. Go ahead. It just takes me a few days sometimes to get the emails answered. But yeah. So even if you're watching this in the reruns and it's like September of 2023 or 2024, email me. If I'm still around, I'll email you back. I'll email you back the handouts. And I may have added to them since then. Who knows? Ow. Okay, so life path 3, or not even life path 3, just the number 3. So like if your home is a 3, if if we're in a month of a 3, this is life path and all of those. So it's the definition of the number 3. Okay, so 3 people or 3 anything is a communications of thoughts and emotions. This is it's an artistic time. It's a creative time. Very imaginative, and it's good for self-expression. So during a 3-month, or if you live in a 3 place, or if you have a 3 life path number, art, writing, speaking, music, any of those are wonderful to help your self-expression, because it's important for a 3 to have that self-expression. Um, it's also important that you're able to speak your truth, but without causing injury to another. Um, and we certainly don't want to speak our truth for personal gain. I know, baby. I know. Okay. Look, I'll just hold you, okay? So, and I say, I don't mean speak your truth for personal gain because that's the incorrect way to say it, is what I'm hearing. It's more like you're standing up and like giving a speech or something. You know, you're expressing things just so that you can manipulate the situation. That kind of personal gain. So think about that. Um, this is also a time of family ups and downs. So there's a lot, like with a 3, you'll see that like you'll have really good high points in like your family, and you'll also have low points. Um, but most of them, depending on their zodiac sign, can sort of level things out, especially with their immediate family. They can create a balance because the 3 is the 1 and the 2 coming together. It's it's adding the masculine and the feminine, bringing them together. That's important, right? Um, and I think that's a really important way of expression, is bringing that 1 and 2 together, bringing the masculine and the feminine together. It makes a fun product, and that's what 3 is. It's the product. Um, 3 people are usually very cheerful. They usually try to see, like, they usually try to be very optimistic. However, you'll see, like, there is a shadow side to that, right? Um, 3 is all about expression. It's an important time of expression. So when we have a 3 year, 2019, wasn't there like an election in 2019? Was it 2019? Maybe people were just running. Maybe there was just a lot of like campaigning in 2019 for the 2020 election. Is that right? See, I can't remember. It's like it's already been 3 years. So, but 2019 was a 3 year, because 9 plus 1 plus 2 is 12, and that equals 3. So that was a 3 year. So there was a lot of ups and downs in 2019. There was a lot of communication. There was a lot of expression, and so this is it's very interesting when you stop and take a look at the year, especially when you stop and take a look at how it affected you. You know? Okay, so the shadow effects of a 3 is judging of self too harshly, and then it sort of bubbles over and you start judging other people too harshly. Sometimes 3 people get their throat chakra really clogged up, and they're unable to speak their truth. They're unable to communicate openly. And when this happens, it really, really starts to mess them up. Like, it really starts to, like, exaggerate some of the shadow sides. So then, if they can't open up and they can't speak their truth, like openly, and they can't communicate openly, maybe they start doing things like gossiping or exaggerating. They can certainly like take a swan dive into pessimism, because on the shadow side of a 3, they can be very pessimistic if things are just like really. I think he's being a needy 2 right now. I know. I love you, Mouse, but come on, buddy. So, all right. So that's the 3. And this is my cat's hair. Oh my gosh. I am so attractive today. No eyelashes. like my face is finally like gone down, and cat hair. What can I say? Okay. 3 people are destined to lead cheerful, optimistic lives, achieving the success that they desire by the nature of their ability to accept the bad along with the good in life. This is real, people. I can't even edit this out because this is live. He's just like swishing his tail all over my stuff. Okay. So, the lesson of the 3. The lesson of the 3 is communicating emotions openly and letting go of judgments of self. I want to emphasize that, of self and others. That's the lesson of the 3. So, of course, I have an affirmation for that. I am creativity and vibrant expression, sharing my authentic voice freely. I think that bears repeating. I am creativity and vibrant expression, sharing my authentic voice freely. This is great. This is great. I am going to do all of the numbers like that, and especially the master numbers, which are going to combine the numbers that they reduce down to. So 11 also carries the vibration of a 2. 22 also carries the vibration of a 4. 33, 6, 44, 8. So they will, I'm not going to completely cover the 2 again, but I'll touch on a lot of the highlights of it and just say also carries the vibration of a 2. So, as my jaw is bothering me a little more, this is actually the longest I've talked today. Most of my readings have been kind of short today. Just because I like earlier today, like the whole side of my face was swollen, and like I said, I've been doing a lot of work to it. I've been using some amazing stuff from doTERRA, trying to just work with it and bring it out. I am on antibiotics. It's just dental work. So much fun. Loving it. And you know, the great thing is I get to pay for this torture. Oh my gosh. Okay. I gotta stop cracking myself up. All right. So I'm gonna jump off, you guys. But I really am glad that I got all my recordings done early this week. So. Okay, Caitlin, that's great. I mean, and thank you, Julie. You're so sweet. My life path isn't a 3, but I can honestly say I resonate with some of the 3 attributes. Okay, so I resonate with some of them too. I think we all do. And I think it also depends on like where we are in our journey too, Caitlin. Because sometimes I resonate more with, a 1, or sometimes I resonate more with a 2. And that's when I start checking like the numbers and see where I am for that month. Or see, how like my personal year. Sometimes the year of the collective is a 6, right? But your personal year may be something a little different, and it may tweak you into that, So thank you, Alethea. Thank you, Gretchen. I keep feeling like when I smile that it looks so weird. And last week I canceled metaphysical practices because I was like slurring still. But today I just, but maybe I should have put the eyelashes on. I don't know how straight they would have been. That could have been funny. But thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I love talking about numbers. I love doing this. I did not want to cancel. So I'm so grateful for you guys in the chat. If you're watching this in the reruns, I promise, I don't usually, I don't usually have this. Um, so I mean, since I started losing weight, my cheeks, like you can actually see definition in them for the first time in years. So, but not today. But again, if you guys are wanting copies of the handouts that I give, just email me at metaphysicalroundtable@gmail.com. I do leave a lot on there for you to fill in the blanks and for you to put. I give you some basic definitions because I want you to put your spin on it. I want you to put your thumbprint on it. Okay? I just want to spark I just want to spark your genesis into numerology and let you go, and who knows, maybe you'll write like just some amazing numerology book, and I'll be talking about that in the next 5 years on this show. Oh. Oh. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. I hope to see you tomorrow. We're going to see how my dentist appointment goes in the morning. But I hope to see you guys tomorrow night on metaphysical practices. If I have to cancel, it'll be posted on social media. So thank you again. You guys have a great night, and I will see y'all soon. Okay? Don't forget to get out there and make your magic. Bye.